Thanks and welcome back. Thanks, I don't know, thanks for joining us, I think is what I meant to say. Thanks for joining us and welcome back to our second installment of a makeup and a movie. We're doing old school Sound of Music this time because we wanted to. So if you're interested in seeing the look I am wearing right now, make sure you keep watching, but I'm going to tell you it's based on this picture. Which basically, as you can see, is a composite of 3 different pictures. So what we're going to do is we're going to use, for Liesel's dress, we're going to use a lilac lipstick from the Maybelline Color Sensational line. To represent Maria's dress when she comes back from the Abbey the second time will be this color eyeshadow from Revlon in Peacock, and in those lovely curtain dresses and rompers that the children wear during their hillside trip. Adventure is this olive green color called Khaki, also from a Revlon Singles, and we're going to create an entire eye look with that, so if you're interested, just keep watching. Okay, so before, what I did was I put on my Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation. I just got this and this is the first time I used it. I like it pretty well. It has a really nice coverage. I have Pearlescent Pink, and this is the Wet n Wild blush. I just used that also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating an eye look based on these 2 Revlon Singles and the Meet Matte palette from the Balm. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this color from the Revlon Singles. It's in the color Peacock, and I'm just going to put that right over the lid of my eyes.
So, Sound of Music, for the 2 of you that have not seen this movie ever, which I don't blame you because I didn't see the movie till I was an adult too. Oh. I saw it for the first time like a couple years ago. Yeah, so the movie starts off with Maria, and she's running in the mountains, singing and stuff, and loving life, and she's a young nun at this convent, I guess. Convent. Yeah, almost a coven. That's a different thing.
No.
She goes back there because she hears the church bells ringing, and all the nuns there are like, you know, Maria, she's not taking this serious, you know, like she's always running around singing and stuff, and you know, does she really love God? And then like Mother Superior's like, you know, chill out, give her a break, she loves God, you know. Like, I don't see a problem with her, so knock it off. She comes in and Mother Superior's like, you know, I got a little mission for you, you know, see if this will help you out and find your way, because you're still young. So she says you're gonna go work for this captain as a, not a nanny.
Yeah, she's a nanny.
Well, it's a nanny, but they have like another
governess.
Name. Governess, yes. She's like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good challenge for me. And the Mother Superior's like, and he's got 7 kids. And she's like, what? She's on her way to the captain's mansion with all these kids. And she's kind of like, okay, I'm kind of excited, a little scared, but you know what? I'm going to do me. I'm going to come here with these kids, and I'm going to show them that life is pretty awesome. And so she's singing about that on the way and gets excited about it.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Meet Matte palette. I'm going to use this color right here. It's Matte Horowitz. It's kind of this like middle blue one with like kind of a smaller pencil brush, and I'm just going to put this right in the crease.
She gets there and she meets the captain and the kids, and the captain's very military. He used to be in the military. His wife passed away. And so the kids have been through a bunch of governesses because they've been kind of acting like brats because they're lashing out because their dad treats them like they're in the military still, and he even calls them by using like whistles and
a lot of naval signals.
Yeah. And Maria's just like, what is going on here? Like, they're kids, they're not in the military, and the dad's like, whatever. And so like when he's leaving, she blows a whistle at him, and he's like, what did you just do? And she's like, I need to know what to call you with this whistle. And he's kind of like, yeah, I guess that's too greedy. You never see whistles again in the rest of the movie. So later that night, the kids kind of end up bonding with Maria. There's a storm going on, and they all like one by one end up in her room, and they all sing the song to kind of bond and learn that, you know, it's not that scary, you know, just focus on the good things in life. The dad walks in, the captain, he's like, why do you have all my kids in your bed? And she's like, you know, hey, you know, they're kids, like, it's not a big deal. You know, you need to treat them like kids every once in a while.
Right.
And they kind of needed somebody. And where were you?
Yeah.
That happened.
That happened. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one, it's just Matt Smith, this one on the top, and I'm just going to kind of blend kind of over it to try to take away from the harsh line of the blue that I put in the crease.
The captain's like, you know, sends the kids off to bed. And Maria's like, hey, so do the kids have play clothes? Because, you know, they need to play. And he's like, they don't play. Again, they're military kids. They don't play. They learn and they do their exercise and that's it. Like, knock it off. He's like, oh, by the way, I'm going on vacation. Or, no, not really vacation. He's leaving for a trip. And he's like, don't do anything crazy. And she's like,
you don't know me.
okay, whatever. And then she sees the curtains. She knows they're going to get thrown out. So she turns the curtains in her bedroom into lederhosen for all the kids. And they all go prancing through the hills and singing. And
speaking of lederhosen, this color represents their lederhosen curtain outfit, which is like this olive green, which is in the shade khaki from Revlon. I'm gonna put this in my outer V and see how dark we can get these eyes going.
And so, yeah, they go up into the mountains and they go around the town. They're singing and dancing and having fun while Dad's away. He's coming back with this baroness who's kind of like this gold digger. She's like, you know, a gold digger.
Well, I didn't know she has money too, though.
Well, but that was the weird thing. Yeah, she does have money and stuff too, but I guess she was after him just for like more status, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like, I'm not gonna miss on this opportunity. Why not? And he's coming back with, I guess it would be his brother. The kids call him Uncle.
Yeah, I think he's just really a good family friend.
So yeah.
Side note: this shadow has really bad fallout. It's going all over my under eye.
When the dad comes back, the kids are on a boat with Maria, and they all fall out of the boat, and he's like, what is going on? He's going crazy, and Maria's like, you know, you need to chill out. Like, they're kids, let them have some fun. And he's like, okay, you're fired because my kids don't have fun, and that's it. And they go in the house, and then the kids are singing to the baroness, and the uncle, he's like, oh my god, what's this beautiful sound? I haven't heard this since my wife died. And he starts like singing in a little bit. So he's like, okay, Maria, you can stay. Like, that was pretty awesome what you did there. This is weird, like,
yes, I am.
Or something like that. She did the kind of this like, oh. So she ends up staying, but then the baroness starts noticing the captain and Maria looking at each other, all lovey-dovey, and so she goes up to Maria and she's like, so you know this captain liked you, and she's like, oh no, OMG, like I can't have this captain like me because I'm a nun. And so she just leaves a note and like leaves in the middle of the night.
So the nunnery, get thee to a nunnery. So the last thing I'm going to do with the eyes, I think, is going to do this Matt Gallagher that's up here, this middle one on the top. It's kind of a brown color. So we're going to put that like pretty much blend out on top of the blue again, just to kind of mute it a little more. I didn't really like how the creamy color looked. It's a really good highlight, but I need another blending tone, so we're just going to pop that one right on there.
The kids go to the convent to find Maria, because they're like, hey Maria, like we like you and I don't know why you left us. So Mother Superior is like, hey Maria, you know, the kids loved you, you know, you should take care of them, and you know, you can't run away from your problems, you know, just deal with it. She sings like a really good song, and then Maria's like, okay, cool, I'll go back. She goes back, and Baroness sees her again and notices that, you know, there's definitely something between Maria and the captain, and it's like, okay, fine, peace, I'm out, like I can't compete against this because I have no talent. So
next I'm going to take this is a Starlux eyeliner, and it's in the color Topaz. It's a really pretty like silvery color. It's gonna go in my waterline, and then this is what I'm gonna use to line my upper lash line, which is the Elizabeth Mott You're So Fine waterproof liquid eyeliner in Glitterati. And then, of course, while he's talking, we'll just continue going with the mascara so he can talk longer. I'm gonna do the what is this? Oh, CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom mascara first, and that I think is just in a black shade. And then on top of that, the Scandalized Rockin' Curves from Rimmel mascara, just to kind of give it more volume. Do you like the volume? Do you like the volume? Yeah.
So Baroness is out, Maria's in, and everyone's happy. Her and the captain go get married, and then they come back. And the captain sees this big old Nazi flag on his house because the Nazis have now moved into their town, and the captain's like, you know, I didn't order this Nazi flag to be on my house, and tears it down. And they show up and they're like, so you used to be in the military, we want you to be in the military again. He's like, I don't do the Nazi thing. So no. Well, Hitler's like kind of the boss, so you have to say yes. He then is like, we're gonna escape, Maria. We're gonna leave tonight. The uncle's like, well, actually, there's this music concert going on, and your kids are performing in it. And so...
Music concert? Nazis!
They're like, doesn't matter. Like, sorry kids, but we're gonna get out. They're like sneaking out and pushing the car, and the Nazis show up, and they're like, what's wrong with the car? And they're like, it doesn't work. And they're turning it on really easily. Fine, I guess we have to go to this competition. They get there, they perform, and everyone loves them. And then they kind of like one by one like dwindle off. They announce like the second and third place winners, and then they announce the first place winners, which are the Von Trapp family.
Of course,
like,
why wouldn't
the
they
Von Trapp
win?
family.
It's kind of about them, right? They should win.
Spoiler, sorry. They're like, Von Trapp family. And everyone's like clapping, and they don't come out. Von Trapp family. I think that part's always kind of funny. I always laugh a little bit.
Here's a question for you. I've always wondered this. Okay, so you know the one nun who wins like third or second place, I can't remember, and she comes out and she's bowing and she keeps bowing and they can't get her off the stage. My thought has always been, did they tell her to do that to stall for time, or is she just that obtuse? Like she just is into herself that much or whatever.
That's an interesting theory. Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
If you know, comment below.
Yeah, she'd been like, get out. I was stalled. Then this guy like comes out of this tunnel and he's like, they're gone, or something like that. It's kind of fun. I don't know. I always think that part's funny. I don't know why. The kids and Maria and the captain, they run off to the convent where Maria was from. And the nuns are like, yeah, you can hide here, and we'll help you out. And then the Nazis show up, and they're like, yeah, cool, come on in and look around. And I don't know, I'm always kind of like, really? They were, okay. They're hiding now, and then this one guy that the oldest daughter had a crush on, he shows up, and he's a Nazi. And like, first the dad, the captain, he's like, come with us. And he's like, I'm a Nazi, I don't care. And then like calls for all the other Nazis. So they get out just in time, and then they're on the mountain climbing, and the song's playing, and the wind's blowing from the helicopter that's filming the scene. And
I did not even realize that.
oh yeah. They're trying to truck along, and then it's like the end. And I kind of feel like they should always be like, and then the Von Trapp family made it to wherever else they went. But I don't think
there should have been, there really should have been a prologue thing happening that like, this is what happened to them after. But I think the reason why they didn't is because it doesn't really follow their story anyway. It is a true story, but like the whole thing about them leaving didn't happen like that, like in real life. So, I don't know. Yeah. Isn't this brush like funky?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you have ever seen this Rockin' Curves one, but yeah, it's very, like, curvy. Anyway, keep going.
I learned recently a little bit more about the Von Trapp family, and, like, they came to America, and they had some issues at first when they came because of, like, the Depression and the market crash had just happened a little bit before they got there, so, like, they had money issues, and they ended up, like, starting this lodge in Vermont or Connecticut, somewhere up there, and they still own that. The family, the Von Trapps own that.
Own all of that.
That lodge. It's a very expensive lodge. I looked it up. It's like $400 a night to stay there. Nice little ski lodge. All Austrian themed and stuff. It's really pretty.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Last thing we have for the lips, of course, this is going to be representative of Liesel's dress when she does the scene in the glass rotunda with Rolf, and they're singing 16 going on 17, and she's wearing this really pretty lilac dress, which almost every little girl loves, and so this is the color we're going to represent that. It's Lilac Flesh from Maybelline, which you love. I love Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks. Awesome.
Yeah, and that was something I had heard recently about that scene too, was that she actually slipped on one of those like benches she was walking around real fast on.
Like that was like the most hazardous thing ever, know. It was raining outside, or even if it was fake rain, it was still watery, kind of wet, and like she's in heels, and no joke.
Her foot slipped, went through one of the glass panes, cut her a little bit. And supposedly there's parts in the movie where you can see like her foot's wrapped a little bit.
So tell them, I heard you have an alternate ending that you thought the movie should have just for fun.
Yeah, so when I first saw the movie all the way through like a couple of years ago, I thought the whole Baroness part was kind of weird how she was just like, okay, bye, I'm out, you know, I'm done. I was like, I feel like someone like her would have fought a little bit more for the captain. Yeah, I had like written like a different ending where she comes back and she comes for the captain and she tries to kill Maria and the kids, and it ends
Baroness with
like,
a bazooka.
Yeah, like, they all end up on the roof and it's like thunder and rain and lightning and
I'd watch that. That's legit.
and like Maria comes in to protect the kids, kind of like Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, and she's like, stay away from them, you, and shoves her off the roof and just like stands there in the rain like over her body like, these are my kids.
So anyway, this is the final look for our Sound of Music review. If you like this kind of thing, please give us a thumbs up so we know that you like this. We have a couple movies for next time that we're thinking about doing, maybe Mad Max or Pitch Perfect 2. We'll see what hits us when we do it. Also, let us know, do you like knowing the whole movie summary, or do you only want to hear like a little bit and what we thought about the movie? Like, tell us which one you want to know. And as always, remember that you can hear movie, television, and all these other really awesome reviews on Empower the Audience, and that's at Podcast. You can get that on iTunes, SoundCloud. We have a YouTube channel, Stitcher, Pocketcast. I mean, I think they're everywhere. But you can go to empowertheaudience.com and check those out as well, and I will link that down below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching with us, and until next time, keep calm.
Stay zany.
Bye-bye.